Alright, here we are at our 1996 SeaRay 230 Bowrider for sale here on the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. There is a matching tandem axle trailer that is included with this one. We'll have a photo or two of that at our website, which is where you'll find the complete listing along with the full list of features and specifications for this one. We don't mention the asking price in our video tours because they'll sometimes change until the listing is sold, but for your convenience, we will include a direct link to this listing at the just below the YouTube video down in the written description. So if you take the time to just expand that written description, there'll be a direct link. You can either copy and paste or possibly even click on that. It'll take you right to the web listing for this one where you're going to see the asking price. You'll see our contact info. We do not monitor the YouTube comment page, so if you do have questions about this one, please be sure to use that link that we're providing. That'll take you right to this web listing. Might even answer some of your questions right there, but then if you've got additional questions, you can send us a give us a call, send us a text message, or shoot us an email. We do like to remind everybody, if you do send us an email and you have not gotten a reply email within one business day, please do check your spam folder. It's likely in there, as we're typically very quick about getting replies back out to our customers. And the same if you call us on the phone and get our voicemail. If you'd like a return phone call, just be sure to also leave us a message, because we are frequently in areas without cell phone reception. So if you do not do that, we will not see that you've called. If you take the time to leave a detailed message, let me know which list you're looking at, what questions you have. As soon as we either finish with the customer or get back in cell phone range, we'll be return that call, have all those questions answered for you. So I am standing now on an extended swim platform. This was at an aftermarket, and this is powered by the 7.4 liter MerCruiser 454 V8 inboard outboard Sterndrive engine with a Bravo 1 Outdrive. This is a nice large Bowrider, perfect for Norris Lake here if you're in the area, or if you're boating on one of the other area lakes. We do have a ski tow hook right here, and we've got a Clarion stereo remote as well. 3-step swim boarding ladder sits right underneath this little hatch right there. And you can also see we've got a nice large sun pad that is your engine cover. And I'm gonna step down inside of this one. So as you can see, we do have the snap-in cockpit carpeting. We've got dual driver and passenger flip-up bolster seats, and that simply means that that part of your seat will lift up, and that's going to allow you to have a better view over your console here whenever you're underway. If you do have a crowded boat, you've got people sitting up in the bow, it's going to help you see over that seat, or that again, that console easily for both your driver and passenger. So here at your driver's station, or your helm, we do have a tilt steering wheel. This one is rated for 10. Go ahead and point that out now while we're staring right at it. We do have the captain's call or silent choice exhaust. This is going to be the switch for that exhaust right here. That allow you to direct it either through the propeller or through the side of the boat, which will amplify the sound. A popular feature for many, especially when you get into these larger engines with that 7.4 liter. So we do have a VHF radio. We've got a depth finder, battery voltmeter. That would be your, let's see, that's your engine temperature gauge right there. Speedometer, tachometer with a hour meter, engine oil pressure, fuel gauge, and your drive trim indicator. We have a Clarion AM, FM, auxiliary input, satellite ready, Bluetooth stereo. We've got 4 stereo speakers. And while we're here at the dash, should this also be a good time to call your attention to the engine hours, showing 805 engine hours on that 7.4 liter MerCruiser. We'll see that here shortly. And we do have a Ritchie compass here as well. We've got 2 courtesy lights on the interior of this one. We have function tested basically everything on the boat. All 4 of your speakers operate just fine, as well as your swim platform stereo remote. Your depth finder appears to power up just fine. Your navigation lights also operate. Trim tabs are operational. And we do have a functioning bilge, blower, and horn. Additionally, we've got a 12-volt power outlet right here at your driver's seat as well to keep your devices charged while you're out enjoying the day on the water. And then over here at your passenger seat, we do have a self-draining little ice chest. We've got a little glove box right in here, and you've got a cup holder right next to your passenger seat as well. There are 6 cup holders on board. We got a nice large in-floor ski storage locker. Got a little bit of a non-slip flooring down there. That's actually just to kind of keep your items out of the wet if they happen to be put away wet, and allow those to drain. And our walk through. Up to our bow area, you'll notice I've got the bow filler cushions in. We'll have photos of the bow area without your filler cushions posted at the website listing. 2 cup holders and 2 speakers up here in the bow area, as well as a nice large anchor storage locker. Raise this up for you. Now there's no anchor in this one, but this is where one can go. You'll see basically got little cutouts here. Let me show you. So your anchor can lay right into here, and all your chain and rode will lay down in that compartment, and then there's a drain for that where when it does get put away, if it's a little damp, that water can drain out of there. So we've got 2 Bimini tops on this one. We've got basically a taller profile Bimini top on it right now that's raised up. Rear bench seat is convertible to extend your sun lounge area. This would be hard for me to show in the video because it kind of takes 2 hands to set it up, but you got a little slot right here, and basically this seat will go into that slot, and then we've got 2 pedestals that are stored right in here. So here's those pedestals, and here's your little poles. So those basically mount right there, and then that seat goes into that slot, and basically you can extend either portion of that. You can keep one seat down, put one seat up, you can have both seats up. Or both down. It's really just personal preference there, but that allows you to basically extend what is already a nice large sun lounge area. And then while I've got this seat kind of out of the way as well, I'll also show you there is a basically little cooler right there as well, or a little ice box. You know what, this actually might not be too hard to do one-handed. Well, if I find the right pedestal, that one would go right there. Might be a bad idea, but let me see if I can do this. Bear with video shaking right now. Line this pole up. There we go. That shows you what that looks like. I'm not going to do the other one there. Let's go ahead and raise this engine hatch. And here is that 7.4 liter MerCruiser. Again, this is the 454 V8. Does have the captain's call / silent choice exhaust. That's what that little mechanism is that will divert your exhaust to either go through the Outdrive or outside of the boat. And here's your other Bimini top. This is your low profile Bimini top, and that will snap into the top of your windshield. So basically that's going to kind of give you a little bit of rain protection, because then you can close, of course you can close this part of your windshield down, snap that into place. And actually there's a track on this one. I haven't seen one of those in a while. There's a little track where that goes into your windshield, and that's basically going to kind of keep you a little bit more out of the weather if you were out on a bad weather day, or you saw you were going to be getting wet. You could always do that. We've got dual batteries, battery selector switch right here, and you've also kind of got that little cutout for that extra Bimini top to install right in that area. So, all right, so now it's for the time for the wear and tear portion of our video tour. We got a little bit of a scuff right in there, but that is not a tear. For the most part, your vinyl, this is a pretty high quality vinyl that SeaRay used in this year model, although most of the time SeaRay was pretty good about using good vinyl on all their models. This is all original interior on this one. So we do have a little bit of wear. So mostly, this is probably the worst of it, is you get this seam right here and another seam right here. They've done a little bit of stitching on this one to keep that from separating any further. Now we do have some staining on your upholstery. This is probably the worst of it on this cushion right here. This usually can come off with some good product. You'll be able to get a lot of this off. Now, not all of it, and it will not be without some elbow grease most of the time. But it is possible. There we go. That's usually easier done with two hands. Did what we could there. Again, a little bit of a few little marks. For the age of this boat, this is really not bad at all. That's a little bit of a tear right there. This is some staining right in here. Driver and passenger seats look good. We head on up to the bow area. There's a few areas here where we've got a little bit of wear in some of this stitching on this seam, and then right here where that attaches to the hull side. A little bit of a stress crack right in here, and a little bit of a fiberglass mark over here on this side. Another one right there. This all appears to be some dirt in this area. And again, with a little bit of cleaner, that's going to come right off of there. That's just me rubbing it without any cleaner at all. And a little bit of staining. And again, this kind of just another little bit of a stretch seam right here on the seat back. Again, no rips or tears noted, mostly just some areas in the seams that are showing a little bit of wear. Is that? Okay, that's a small little puncture right there. Maybe that was dirt, so I gave it a little brush. And another little mark right here on your glove box. Now that they've taken the time to kind of patch that a little bit with some product. And head on back, we've got some staining up here on this sun pad. Again, some product on here. We'll usually clean up a lot of these stains. And did show you that ski tow bar, or your ski tow hook earlier. So I think that will do it for the interior of this one. I'm going to step off the side. We'll get up close and personal around the exterior of this one. I do have trim tabs on this. You know, those are not to be confused with your drive trim, but that will allow you to level your rod out. So when you do have a full group or just a lot of gear loaded in, that will allow you, whenever you're running, you can kind of keep the boat running nice and level. Do have a little mark or two in your platform. A little bit of a stress crack right there. And there's another little mark right there that had some product put on there. And again, you know, we've got some scratches on the exterior of this boat. Almost to be expected with the age of this one. But it is really not bad at all. That's a mark in your decaling. A few little marks on the hull side. And we're going to continue to kind of walk forward here. And we'll point things out to you as we see them. We'll also try to show photographs of this if you do make it over to the website. And you're looking at the photo slideshow toward the end of the walkthrough slideshow photos. You are also going to see shots of most all of this wear and tear that we're also making known to you here on our video tour. A little bit of wear in your decaling. And again, some light wear along the way. A little bit of a dock rash area right in here. Really no major areas that at least would concern me at all. Again, with the age of the boat, I'm actually kind of quite impressed with it. Use a good detail, but this one you can tell it's got some shine on it underneath some of that dust, which is typical this time of year as we list our inventory. Yeah, there was one little mark down here near your water line right there. If you do not store this one on a lift or on the trailer, that's something that you might take the time to put some product on to keep that sealed for whenever you're down in the water. Not going to be able to get real close to your bow area just because of the slip this one is in. It is worth mentioning that this slip is not transferable. The sailors are upgrading to a newer boat. That's a reason for selling. This is thought to have had approximately about 3 previous owners, but is believed to have always been used in freshwater, and in fact at least the last 2 owners used the boat primarily here on Norris Lake. Now this little scratch right here, that might disappear with a good buff because my fingernail is not really catching any edge right there. And oh, there was a few little kind of scratches into the gel coat. Nothing really broke the surface on that hull side. Here's underneath. And if we finish up coming around the corner here, no stress cracks in this corner. A little bit of dirt up there on the platform, that non-skid area. And yeah, here's a little bit of a mark right in there. That's just barely into the gel coat finish right in there. And then we've got a small piece of that lower unit on that skeg that's just broken off. Prop, that's a stainless 3-blade propeller. And also that is the Bravo 1 prop. A little bit of wear on the prop, but again, nothing, no major concerns, and that would really give much alarm to me. So that's going to start to do it for this one. Again, this is the 1996 SeaRay 230 signature Bowrider with a tandem axle matching trailer. We do have a mooring cover, snap mooring cover. It's going to come down below the rub rail. That's where these snaps go. And there is also a bow cover, and we have a storage boot for that Bimini towel. So do reach out to us through the website if you have any questions about this one, if you want to set up a time to come see it in person. And again, we will, for your convenience, we will put a direct link to this listing down in the written description of this video tour. There is a 51-gallon fuel tank as well. And again, refer to the website for all the other specifications and again, current asking price. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us with questions. And then as always, as we start to wrap up our video tour here today, that yournewboat.com logo that's popping up in the top right hand corner of the screen is just a shortcut to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. That will notify you anytime we post a new listing for sale. So if you are looking for something here in the Norris Lake area, that is a great way to kind of be notified as new inventory does come available through us. And I thank you again for joining us. Again, it's the 1996 SeaRay 230 Bowrider for sale here on Norris Lake.